So, what is up, everybody? Another Sunday, another episode of That School Club. Now, today it's me, your boy Lex and Deke here.
Hey.
Both Miguel and Sally, they're on vacation mode, so we will have the full crew next week. But today, y'all stuck with us. Now, today is gonna be a different episode. We're gonna just go over a couple of the news stuff that came out this week. But what we'll get started is we both got to see Army of the Dead, the new Zack Snyder zombie movie. And I think we both have different views on the movie, so I'm gonna let Deke go ahead and let Deke tell you guys what he thought. What you thought about the movie, though?
Primero que todo, Lex me invitó a ver la película y yo le dije, nah, hard pass, la voy a ver cuando tenga el tiempo y esté cómodo para ver esa película. Y ayer me senté a verla y, brother, o sea, yo no sé, de verdad. Yo no sé si es que Snyder se comió algo en los últimos años y como que se turned into something else. Pero, mano, la película la estaba viendo, o sea, me gustó, pero no es una cosa que como que, bro, la vi ayer y como que me estoy tratando de acordar hoy para hablar de ella. Es como que ya así de rápido se me fue del sistema.
I saw the movie with Miguel that day. We went and we caught it. I liked the movie. I didn't think it was bad by any means. Did I think it was anything groundbreaking? No, I didn't think it was groundbreaking. But I thought for a Netflix movie, it looked like a cool summer movie. It felt, like a Fast and Furious type of movie. It's a cool movie. There's cool action scenes. I'm not gonna think about it next month. You know what I'm saying? It was one and done. But I enjoyed the movie. I liked the zombies. There were certain characters that I liked. Like Miguel loved the fucking the guy that opens up the banks and shit.
Yeah.
I forgot his name. Like he loved that character. There were a lot of things in the movie that got me pissed off.
Yeah.
Like Batista's daughter pissed me like the fuck off. That character got me like so heated. I couldn't stand that little fucking chick. But there were a lot of things that I enjoyed about the movie. There was some things that I saw that I thought were here we go. Dieter. Okay, well that was his name. Fucking Dieter. What's up, Metaverse and shit. The zombies, I thought they were cool. I thought some of the zombies looked fucking terrifying. There were some things that I didn't understand, like the zombie grew hair and shit.
Yeah, eso es lo que yo quería saber, como que, okay, el alfa empieza la película, comienza con el alfa y de repente el alfa a mitad de película tiene pelo, what's up? O sea, como que, al alfa le creció el pelo.
He has long hair and they pregnant in Richard. So there's not like a concrete, like a rule book about the zombies in this film. Yeah. Obviously, they're drastically different from zombies in any other movie because these fucking people are like still. If he's growing hair, his body's not dead.
Yeah, y si ella estaba embarazada, she wasn't like
she wasn't dead. It looked like it was an experiment that got that went wrong. That maybe yeah, that's what I'm saying. That Alpha, he's not undead. He's a military experiment. Now I don't know. They're supposed to make a prequel because this is supposed to be part of a zombie universe. So there's going to be an animated feature and then a prequel. So I don't know if we're going to get that explained to us at another time. But the zombies, for that reason, was drastically different than any other zombie I've ever seen.
Algo que quiero discutir, pero es bien importante, yo tengo que poner a cargar la computadora porque se me olvidó antes de empezar el episodio. Perdón, es bien rápido. Va a salirme un segundo. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
Rookie mistakes, bro.
Rookie mistakes. Vuelvo bien rápido, pero sigue ahí hablando, Lex. Vuelvo bien rápido.
Go ahead. So yeah, about the movie, like I said, there were a lot of characters. I like Batista. Batista makes me laugh because it's weird to see Batista cry, and I don't know if it's because his size. I don't know if his head is just shaped weird, but it's to see Batista try to be dramatic sometimes doesn't fall as serious. And Batista has said before that he wanted to be like more serious and have more dramatic part in Guardians of the Galaxy, but then when I see him in this movie try to act dramatic, it doesn't always fall the way I think he thinks it falls.
Yeah,
like him crying looks funny. Like I laughed when he cried. I was laughing my ass off.
Yeah, I know.
Cabbage Patch Batista, like it. I don't. I understand that he wanted to be more diverse, I guess, as an actor, but I think the comedy, I think it fits him better than the dramatic parts. I just don't think
Yeah.
that's. I just don't think that's for him.
Ya, lo que la película tenía algunas cositas que creaban eso mismo, como que cuestionamiento. Entonces, tú sabes algo que genuinamente no me gustó de la película, y fue como en los primeros 15 o 10 minutos, si no me equivoco. Tú sabes cuando están como que enseñándote como que el mundo de Las Vegas con la canción, como que viva, pues te presentan estos personajes y de repente sale esta muchacha que está, o esta señora que está como en el journey de buscar a su hija y ella la encuentra y de repente cuando va a entrar al bunker, pues uno de los zombies la coge, la nena vuelve a donde ella, como que, bro, like, that was, if you give that character a little more time on screen, and you would have done the exact same thing, you would have felt like, oh, shit. Pero, like, siento que tiraron eso como que, pap, al principio, y eso me desconectó porque yo dije como que, wow, bro, o sea, como que, yo sé que en las películas de zombies nadie está a salvo, yo sé eso, pero I thought it was a good scene que la tiraron como, como que me dio cosita y dije, diablo, yo no conocí a este personaje, si lo hubiese conocido un poco más, a lo mejor como que, oh shit, hubiese impactado más, ¿entiendes?
That's why we don't know exactly what they're gonna do with this universe because they are making a prequel movie. So there's a big chance that if they focus that little bit on her, maybe it's because we're gonna see her in the prequel.
No, y
I like Batista. It's not that I don't like Batista, and I like the movie. I thought it was an entertaining movie. I like Batista in his lane. Okay, with the comedy, I like him in his lane.
Like, yo la sentí a mí, o sea, no me quiero contradecir, pero like, o sea, cuando digo que es olvidadiza, es que estoy diciendo que it's not an out there movie, pero claro que sí, como que la vi de principio a fin, habían cositas que me hacían reír, habían cositas que yo decía como que it was a blockbuster movie, en todo el sentido, o sea, it was a blockbuster, it was a heist zombie movie, like bro.
That's what I'm saying. It's the same way that you would think about Fast and Furious. When you see Fast and Furious, you're seeing spectacle. You want to see everything is supposed to be over the top. The fucking zombie tiger was over the fucking top, and me and Miguel seen it, and we was both laughing. We both thought at the same thing about fucking the bear and the Revenant whooping Leonardo DiCaprio's ass. Yeah. I was like, this tiger is the new fucking beast, yo. He fucked that guy up, and it was dope as fuck to see.
Oh yeah, lo del
on the money wise smart because the actor at the end is smart. And I'm go. I mean, I like that at the end because, like I said, there's gonna be a prequel and a sequel. I think the sequel is an animated. I think it's an animated series, which is gonna be the sequel, and I think the prequel is gonna be live action. But like what you said, I thought that too. Like I was like, shit, that was a cool story about seeing this woman find her daughter and then how they died together. I was like, shit. If I would have had more of an emotional connection to that character, it would have hit me harder. But then I remember maybe it's because they gave us that little hint, and they knew that people were gonna like that, and maybe they're gonna show it to us in the prequel. I mean, I don't know.
Like, we don't know how había como que muchas cosas envueltas porque like it was Army of the Dead, pero como que es verdad, no eran como que era algo diferente porque se notaba de principio hasta la conversación que tienen los militares también, como que, oh, don't you think we're carrying the Holy Grail? Como que ellos saben lo que está allá adentro, ¿entiendes? Como que it was kind of weird y a principio a mí me dio risa porque like yo no sabía en qué dirección iba la película al principio, yo no había visto muchos trailers de Army of the Dead, pensé que era como un Suicide Squad, pero de zombies. Like, yo lo vi de ese sentido. No sabía como que plot. Y cuando vi el principio, como que veo esto de los milicias cargando a like that. Y veo, lo que me dio risa es que como que la milicia le dice como que, coge a los heridos y váyanse. Como que, no, don't even try.
Get the fuck out, yeah.
That was like, I like that part. Pero que cuando veo que el tipo sale, como que, y yo, I don't know, bro. Y cuando vi que le salió pelo, and he lose weight, como que it was funny porque no solo fue que le salió pelo, like he was like not that buff. le dio tiempo para hacer una máscara para protegerse. What the fuck, bro? Como que he had a lot of free time.
I mean, it's supposedly a good chunk of time passed from the beginning of the movie until where they go in. They don't establish exactly how much time passed. When Batista kills his wife, the daughter looks like she's the same age. So they don't really establish how much time passed, but they had to have time passed. The fucking guy's hair is long. There's way more zombies. The town, the buildings themselves look more destroyed, look more worn out and shit. If years passed and everybody in there is a zombie, I didn't understand what the quarantine zone was about. I don't know if there was still people in there and it was taking them like that. It make like the quarantine zone didn't make too much sense to me.
Yeah, that's.
But I'm not gonna tear the movie down. I've seen worse movies, and this movie for me was highly entertaining. I like when they got the Mexican guy and he brought one guy and one chick, and they were like, okay, we're going to go to the zombies, and the guy was like, zombies? Nah, fuck that, I'm out. I'm out. Like that. That's me right there. What, zombies?
Nah, I'm zombies. Out. Nah, bro.
Fuck that. I'm good.
A mí lo que me dio risa es que la compañera de él, lo que le hizo el ruso, como que she knew it was him y no pudo como que decirle en los últimos minutos como que watch out with this motherfucker.
That's what I told Miguel. She's getting eaten by zombies. My last words would have been like, this motherfucker trying to lock me in. That's the first thing I would have said. As soon as I got up, you guys all right? Watch out with this motherfucker. I would have ratted that nigga out from the beginning.
Me too. Like, me too.
Something that made me laugh that I told Miguel that I hope we don't get canceled because of this shit. The scene where they take the guy that works in the quarantine and they shoot him in the leg so he could be the sacrifice.
Yeah.
Like when they're pulling him, for me, that was like I would have been terrified as fuck. Like he's there all alone, surrounded by all these zombies that they're literally gonna tear his ass up. Little by little, I would have been fucking terrified. But when they throw him like in that pool and they lift him up, the only thing I could think about was like, there's not a lot of things that would be more terrifying than that. But I swear, if I would have been in there, all I could think of like, you imagine one of the zombies was like, bend him over and spread his cheeks. That shit would have like, if I thought that shit was zombie, that would have been it for me, yo.
Bro, like we don't know what happened. Like we don't know. He's just back at the end, and he's like normal. No se veía muy shame que digamos, como que something happened to him.
That shit was terrifying when I fucking nigga, that shit was scary. Anyway, like we said, final thoughts. The movie is a good movie. It's an entertaining movie. Nothing groundbreaking.
I have only one doubt. Como que en la escena del final, like spoilers, I'm sorry. Al final cuando ellos están en el helicóptero. Brother, a la piloto le dispararon en la cabeza y ella estaba viva. Eso fue lo que pasó.
No, she got shot in the shoulder.
Oh, okay. Like, I was
what made me laugh too is because if I'm understanding right, she was in there, Batista was in there, Batista's daughter was in there, and then there was the other Mexican lady. When the helicopter crashed, they was just like, fuck that Mexican lady. They didn't show her at the end. The daughter went through a fucking town of zombies to look for this lady. And when the helicopter crashed, she was just like, fuck that bitch.
Yeah, like, I don't know. Habían como que ciertas personas que I have to watch it again para ver qué les pasó, porque como que el crew era más grande y como que hay personas que, I don't know, I didn't watch them die. I don't know what happened to them.
You know, a fun fact, the helicopter pilot was added digitally into the movie in post-production. She didn't film any of her scenes with any of the actors. What happened was there was this comedian called Chris D'Elia, some shit, and he got into like some harassment scandal. Me and Miguel was talking about it, but we didn't. As we watched the movie, I forgot to ask him. Shit is, he got digitally erased in the movie, and in post-production, Snyder went, full green screen and added the helicopter pilot. So if you rewatch the movie, you're gonna see that there's parts that look very CGI-ish and shit. And every time she's talking with somebody, she's not really there. They filmed all their scenes with a guy in there, and then they added her later.
Okay.
So it was real weird. When you see it, if you rewatch it, there's gonna be parts that like the shit looks weird. That's why there's a lot of shots of like just her like apart, like the crew's over here, and then all of a sudden she's just like on the side walking and shit. It's because she wasn't in the movie at all.
Yeah, she was not there. Pero no, o sea, como que la película tenía cositas y obviamente, like, el sacrificio que hace el de la bóveda para salvar al del final, like, I was, like, wondering a lot of things in that movie, y cuando el tipo se tira el comentario de, maybe those guys are us in a time, like, I was like, if
when
that movie
I fucking saw that, when I heard that, I was like,
yeah.
Are we going there? Is this what the fuck happened? All right, Miguel said, Chris D'Elia was accused of coercing minors through Snapchat into sexual encounters more than once, so he got canceled.
Damn. Pero yeah,
Jesus fucking Christ.
The movie was whack. Lo único como que rarito de la película es lo del bebé, like the zombie baby. It was weird, bro. For me, it was like a new weird, porque la primera vez que ellos dos se encuentran, él como que le hace así en la barriga, y yo como que, is she pregnant? Como que, like, I thought of that, like, is she pregnant?
I was like, this shit is about to get sexual. When he put his head down there, I was like, is this nigga gonna eat her out? What the fuck kind of, yo, this like, movie's getting crazy, son.
Like, bro, this is the army of the dead, not the army of the eaten. Like, bro, like.
Miguel told me that at the beginning of the movie, when the guys playing the piano and they're doing the Viva Las Vegas, they were supposed. You seen that like in the casino? There was these guys that were real built, like Chippendales and shit, like Magic Mike type shit. He said supposedly one of those guys was supposed to have his dick out, and there's gonna be like a huge dick, and in the dick it was gonna be a bite mark, like a chunk of his dick was gonna be out. I was like, what the fuck, yo? That shit would have took this shit went to a whole other level. They would have did that shit.
No, pero nah, it was okay. Like, it was weird, but it was okay. Había muchas cositas que me hubiese gustado tener las respuestas, pero pues whatever. Como que guess we'll see a prequel. Como que makes a lot of...
They might, if this is supposed to be the opening of another universe, then we're probably gonna get answers down the line.
Papa, we gotta go.
Not yet, baby. We go later. So look at your brother.
Hey, sister.
We're wearing shoes.
Okay, go wait for me over there.
We gotta go.
All right, we're gonna go.
Where are we going, Daddy?
We're gonna Walmart later. Daddy's working.
We're not going to Walmart, baby.
All right. So the movie was cool. I didn't even see her behind me. What are you doing, yo? Anyway, so then yeah, I read that recently they had a poll in America about certain movies and if people were ready to go see the movies in the movie theaters or they were ready to go see it in their house. They said that in The Heights, Jungle Cruise, and the Ryan Reynolds movie Free Guy, that most people would rather see it in their house. They're more comfortable seeing it in their house. But of the people that they did the poll, 68% said they want to see Black Widow in the movie theaters, and 64% said they wanted to see Shang-Chi in the movie theaters. Yeah. So it does look like this coming summer, probably only the really huge blockbusters, which are probably going to be the Marvel movies and maybe Fast and Furious, are going to bring more people to see the theater. Their movies that, even though I think, when is it that Black Widow comes out on Disney Plus? Is it the same time or is it a 45-day difference? It's the same time, isn't it?
I really wouldn't know. Like, I don't know, porque como todo está cambiando.
But yeah, I think it's gonna be good. Black Widow, I was hyped to see Black Widow, and then the hype went down. But I really liked the last trailer. Mm-hmm. So the last trailer brought my hype up to see it. So I think I might be in that group that's gonna go see that in the movie theaters.
Yeah, I think so too. Like me hace falta, like, go to the theater. Me hace falta.
Yeah, like going to see Army of the Dead. It the movie was good, but it was more also the. Yeah. You guys better not bang your head because that shit's gonna hurt. It was also the experience of watching in the movie. It was really enjoying the fucking popcorn, the nachos and shit. Watching the trailer, it was weird to see the Netflix logo in the movie theater.
Yeah,
I was like, shit, that felt a little weird.
I want to see that. Like, I haven't seen Netflix. Pero es que todavía no ha salido como un movie que yo diga, la tengo en casa versus ir al cine, como que todavía no ha habido una que yo diga, I have to watch it in the theater. Like, legitly.
I think.
La que sí me hubiese gustado ver en el cine, de las que son de Netflix, que se siente weird, o sea, entiendo cómo se siente weird ir al cine y verla, pero se siente más weird. Tú poner un Blu-ray y que te salga el logo de Netflix cuando empieza la película en Blu-ray. Como que,
Yeah.
I'm not even connected to the it. Yeah. Like,
They have that, right?
Yeah. This movie, Kin, the one that was directed by Michael B. Jordan, it has the Netflix logo cuando empieza. And I'm like I get disconnected. You know, Kin.
Directed.
He was directed by him. It wasn't.
Nah.
It wasn't
I think he's the one that comes out at the very very end of the movie, right?
Yeah. Spoilers.
I think.
Oh yeah, he's the Kin. Thanks, bro.
I think he produced the movie. I think
okay.
he produced it, but I think his first directorial debut is gonna be in Creed.
Okay.
I think that's the first time, but I think he produced
él la produjo entonces o la escribió.
Something like that.
Yeah. Porque yo sé que he's way into sci-fi, y la película es super sci-fi as hell. Y la película es buena. Like, legitly, King, si no la han visto, es una muy buena película. I really dig that movie. La cinematografía, todo, it's beautiful. Pero yeah, like, it's weird seeing algunas cosas en el cine, algunas cosas weird verlas también en Blu-ray. Es como, por ejemplo, Mandalorian, como que si sale un Blu-ray yo me lo voy a comprar por tenerlo, o sea, aunque esté disponible. Hay cositas que uno como que Army of the Dead yo no lo voy a comprar si la quitan de Netflix. la quitaron, like, too bad. I'm not gonna buy.
And I wonder why they don't do that more often. I would have thought that, I mean, it's strictly for like collectors, but like the WandaVision series, I would think that's a series somebody would want to collect, just like Falcon and Winter Soldier. I don't know if they're gonna later on do like a box set, phase 4 of all the series and shit, but they'll probably make the money. That's probably a good idea. I don't know why they haven't done that yet.
Yeah, it would be dope, como otro tipo de edición que sea como un tipo película, o sea, como que todo junto tipo película. It would be dope as hell.
Now, have you ever heard of the Highlander series?
Highlander, there shall only be one.
Yeah.
I have seen the movie. I have never seen series. Okay.
Yeah, when I remember when I was young, I think the series was on the USA Network or some shit, and I'm a huge fan of any movies and shit that have to do with like sword fights. So when it was Highlander, lightsabers in Star Wars, the Three Musketeers and shit, I love sword movies and shit like that. I know a couple of years back, the reboot was already, I guess, in early pre, and it had Ryan Reynolds connected to it. But then that dropped off, and so now Henry Cavill is supposedly gonna be the new Highlander. Now it's gonna be directed by Chad Stahelski. That's the fucking guy that did the John Wick movies. So John Wick, that's why I love the hand-to-hand combat in the John Wick movies, and thinking of that dude doing a sword fights and shit has me pumped. And I think Henry Cavill, they haven't said if it's gonna be like a remake, if he's gonna play an established character, or if it's gonna be a whole new character. But I'm definitely hyped to see fucking Henry Cavill, as Highlander and shit. I think that fucking guy has some Scottish in him to begin with. I don't fucking know. But
ese tipo todo lo que es Henry Cavill, que es medio like geeky and sci-fi, como que like vale la pena verlo. Yo no soy muy fan de Witchcraft and all that, pero Witcher cuando lo estaba viendo, like, yo sé que es un juego y todo, pero I like, vuelvo y repito, no, it's not my forte, no me gusta mucho, y o sea, todo lo que le está como que genuinamente atrae, ¿entiendes?
Yeah, it attracts a lot. I think the Witcher, like, I saw it without playing the games, so I was also going into it like I didn't know what the fuck was happening. I thought the series was cool. I thought it was, for me at least, there were parts that I was like fucking confused because I didn't understand the time jumps until like later on. I was like, what the fuck? The little girl, and he's over here, and this bitch is like living 1,000 years. I didn't understand that shit. It confused the fuck out of me. But I think going into a second season, I think the timeline is gonna be more straight, more direct. I'm hyped to see The Witcher, but at least that first season, it was for me. It was a little hard to swallow some of the episodes
Yeah,
because I didn't know
también.
the story. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I was fucking confused all over the place and shit.
No, pero es que de verdad a mí, yo no la terminé. Hay muchas series que se pegan bien brutales. Estoy empezando a ver, hoy es como que mi único día like free, y estoy empezando a ver hoy Jupiter Ascending. Como que I'm in the second episode now. I'm like watching the series like this.
Jupiter Ascending or Jupiter's Legacy?
Jupiter es eso mismo. Legacy, I'm sorry, bro.
I think there's a movie called Jupiter's Ascending, no?
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Es
Like
que
that.
originalmente yo pensé que era esta serie iba
Oh,
a ser.
yeah?
Yeah, I was like, oh, y cuando vi que es otra cosa, yo, no, honey, no, this is so different.
I haven't seen not one episode yet of Jupiter's Legacy.
You
I haven't seen anything. Some people told me that it's good. Some people told me that it's whack as fuck. That it's like slow and it feels like a fucking novela. I haven't seen it.
Alguien me dijo que esto era, y eso fue lo que, like, todos los reviews que me dieron, ninguno me de esto, pero alguien me dijo, this is like Sky High but in crack. I was like, oh, bro, I want to watch that now. Como que Sky High in crack, that thing is dope then. Like,
But yeah.
honestly, it feels like Sky High on crack right now, por lo poquito que he visto. Pero, yeah.
I don't know really anything about it. I knew it was a comic book. I never read the comic book. It never really called my attention. And so when now people saying that like, oh, it's good, but it's making me want to watch it even less now.
Yeah, I know. Pero hay ciertos comentarios y ciertas cosas que atraen a uno. Por ejemplo, a mí si me dicen que algo se parece Sky High with crack, like it's going to pique my attention.
All right, so talking about crack.
Bruh.
I haven't saw the Flash show in a long time. So I remember when it came out, it piqued my interest, but after a while, it wasn't my thing. I felt like it was I don't know, it was like really happy-go-lucky, and then there's just certain things about the Flash que no me cuadra. Like this fucking guy is so fast, he goes back in time, but people still punch him in the face. I never understood that. Like he dodges bullets, but he still gets like hit. I don't understand how that works. But Jesus Christ, this fucking picture, yo.
Like bruh, that's I don't know. Esto no parece Sky High. Esto parece a Spy Kids movie.
Yeah, like bro, like the costume is okay. It's comic accurate. That's how that's how the costume is and everything. But I don't think as live action it crosses over so good. Like the actor Jordan Fisher, that fucking Jufro that he got working up on the top, it just looks weird. Now at least at least here, there should be no problem why they have an actor that's black and white, because the fucking Flash is white and Iris here is black. So there really shouldn't be any discussion about that. It's cool to have a biracial impulse.
That's their son or something like that?
That's their son. And this interpretation, Impulse is going to be Barry's son. He comes from the future. I don't know exactly what happened. They had a daughter called Nora.
Yeah.
And something happened that she came back, and the Reverse Flash, I think, wiped her from existence or some shit like that. Something happened. And I guess that changed. Instead of having a daughter, they had a son. And that son is gonna be Bart. It's a very bad Photoshop job. It is very bad. It looks very amateur.
Y la pose también. Like,
I think they said that this was supposed to be like the cover of an Impulse or a certain issue of the Flash that they wanted to recreate. It just, at least for me, it just doesn't. It doesn't look good. He's gonna make his appearance on the 150th episode of the Flash, which is gonna be this season. And what they're saying is it's a possibility. They haven't said anything yet, but it's a possibility. There's already 2 actors that are going to be leaving the Flash show. And so the main character, the guy that plays Barry, they're saying that he's not so enthused to keep on playing fucking Flash. So what we might be getting is, if they're introducing this character with an actor that has been in other things, there's people that watch the Flash in that age group that saw him. I think he was in this movie To All the Boys I Love, or something like that on Netflix. Yeah, it didn't translate well. I don't
Bro,
know if they're gonna be using that.
es que I don't know, like, bro, like muchas veces la primera imagen es lo que cuenta, como que la primera impresión es lo que cuenta y como que it's weird. Me recuerda mucho, no sé si ustedes llegaron a ver Teen Titans, la serie original, que habían dos hermanos que eran más y menos, que eran mexicanos, like like,
I don't remember.
pero eso se parece más a uno de más y menos que a Impulse, legitly.
Impulse, yeah. I don't know who came out. I don't know who okayed. Who was like, maybe it looks different in the live action series. Maybe it's just the picture. But as far as this promotion goes, it doesn't make me really that interested in seeing that episode.
No, I'm like,
It like they already dropped the ball.
Ya, hace tiempo yo no veo Flash, como que no me llama la atención la serie, pero like viendo estas cosas, like bro, me quedo con mi Sky High on crack, like for now.
They also had news that the two guys, let me see what's their name, Adil El Arbi and Bilal Falal. These are the two guys that directed the last Bad Boys. There was a lot of news that they were gonna direct a Marvel movie. They were, after like Bad Boys made so much money and it was pretty entertaining movie. Then they were sought out a lot. It looks like they're gonna be hired to do the new Batgirl movie. Now that Batgirl movie, I don't know in what universe that movie's gonna be. I don't think it's gonna be in the Robert Pattinson. I don't know if it has anything to do with fucking Ben Affleck. It's a mystery where that movie is gonna lie. Batgirl, plain and simple, has not been a character that they've focused a lot, at least in live action. If you've seen the cartoons, you've seen the animated features, but then she comes out in a couple. Pero I think I don't know. I think it's gonna be exclusive to HBO Max. I don't think it's gonna be a theatrical release.
Okay.
I don't know what to say. At least I like that one movie of the directors. They handle comedy and action pretty well. I laughed in that movie. I enjoyed it. I don't know if that's where they're going towards with Batgirl. If they're gonna make it more comical or if they're gonna try to make it dark like the other Batman movies. I don't know. You know, if they're gonna have any side characters that we know, Nightwing, Commissioner Gordon, they're gonna change her. But they've already got the director. They haven't cast it yet. So at least, you know, it seems like it's going forward. So we're probably gonna be getting a lot of these DC movies, like these series, the Green Lantern series. They already casted. Wasn't it Guy Gardner?
Yeah.
They casted Guy Gardner. I like the guy that they casted as Guy Gardner because I've seen him in American Horror Story, and he's really good at doing villains or those characters that are a little dark. So it sounds cool for a Guy Gardner to play that character, but there's just so much mystery when it comes to DC and when it comes to what they're gonna be doing in HBO Max, movie wise, series wise. So I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see. Oh shit!
I'm sorry, guys. Sorry, it's my light. It turned off. I'm sorry.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. It wasn't on purpose.
Bro, you know what I fucking heard, yo? This fucking guy can't get cooler. You know, I heard Jason Momoa is writing or did the story treatment for fucking Aquaman.
Yeah, I'll show you that, bro.
Oh, you told me that?
Yeah, I was like, bro, isn't there something that this guy doesn't do? Okay. Okay, bro, stop. And you told me that he's doing also a lot of like creative shows. And I'm like, bro, este tipo tiene que parar. He's doing his own. You told me he's doing his own
battle axes, bro.
Bro, like I'm gonna buy one. Like I'm gonna buy one.
I heard in July 1st they're gonna open one of those pubs in Puerto Rico.
One of those what?
The axe throwing pubs. They're gonna open one in Puerto Rico in July. Bro. That's an episode right there, bro.
That's an episode. That's an episode.
We gotta go over there, bro.
Bro, I'm gonna start training. Like I'm gonna start like lifting weights and stuff. I'm gonna start growing my hair. So that we go. I do a man bun. I start doing things. Like you imagine that's like my natural talent. Like that was what I look like, a fucking lumberjack guy. Like that's my talent. I didn't like it, bro.
Bro, I'm saying when I saw that, I was like, ooh, that's definitely, we gotta go invite Sally, invite the fucking crew and everything. Just go over there. Every sport, bro.
Bro, todos los invitados, todos like a battle royale. Bro, that's gonna be badass. We should definitely do that.
Yeah, like, hell yeah, we need to do that.
We're gonna do that.
So also the Rangers of the New Republic was gonna be a Disney Plus show. It's gonna be a spinoff off the Mandalorian. I don't think it's a surprise. It's a show that was going to center around Gina Carano's character. With Gina Carano no longer there, I don't think it's a surprise that it got the axe.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, who? I guess they also said what I found weird was they had no intentions in recasting her,
Mm-hmm.
but weren't they backing her to win like an Emmy or some shit for her role?
I really don't know.
They released for like a Your Consideration campaign. They released her so she could win a fucking award. I don't fucking know what that was about. Pero, yeah, that show got canceled. Now we're left with the Ashoka Tano and the Book of Boba Fett.
Acolytes also, like everything except her. Es que a mí me da risa, la establecieron, le dieron el badge y todo, como que la serie, bro, cancela.
Cancel. They pulled her the fuck out.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so talking about controversial subjects and shit, let's go into the Black Superman thing. For me, I have no problem with a Black Superman. I would just have preferred it not to be a Black Clark Kent.
Yo no tengo nada en contra de él. Si ven aquí, mira, encima de mi dedo, Black Superman's there, bro. Like, I have nothing against him.
That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't mind. I don't care about a Black Superman because there's a lot of characters that have that mantle. It's just like Batman. I wouldn't mind seeing a Black Batman. It's just I see it like so ingenuous, like they're just pandering that they made Clark Kent Black.
Mm-hmm.
Like for me, I don't know how the story is gonna be because Clark Kent.
Pero like question, like a genuine question. Hay unos cómics nuevos que están actualmente que Clark Kent, like the old Clark Kent, is very old. Tiene una, o sea, los nietos, las familiares de ellos han tenido hasta, los hijos de él han tenido hasta nietos and stuff. Y uno de los nietos, his name is Clark Kent, y he's black. Like, is it that Clark Kent?
I don't know. I haven't heard about that. When I hear that it's Clark Kent, I automatically go and just think, Kal-El, the one that we all know. I'm not sure. The story is how you say it, they're keeping it close to their chest. They haven't released a lot of details. They just released that the idea is to make Clark Kent Black. I would rather have seen a Calvin, a Balzad, even a fucking Steel.
Yeah.
Just bring a character that's already established. Like if you want to pander to the African American community or minorities, then give us a character that's already Black and just put them in the forefront instead of just putting same old Clark. You know what I'm saying? And it's weird. It's weird. Clark comes from the South. There's a lot of things that a Black Clark Kent would encounter way different than a regular white Clark Kent.
Yeah.
Like, okay, he's an alien, but if you make him a Black alien, that's gonna be even fucking worse. If Clark Kent goes through those struggles of being alone in the world, not having his home planet, so he feels different, they're gonna have to stress that even more when it's a fucking Black guy. It's just like the same thing that happened with Sam and Falcon and the Winter Soldier. And I don't know if what happened in that series inspired them to be like, oh yeah, well let's make our main superhero Black as well. It's just different because it's the mantle that was passed. It's not the actual character that was passed. And it just feels
it seems forced. Y se siente forced también que quieran, si esa es la movida, que quieran hacer eso. Pero hay muchas versiones de Superman y honestamente yo, por ejemplo, no estaba al día con todas las cosas de Superman, pero like como te estoy mencionando, hay unos cómics que Superman is old as hell, como que ya está, el tipo está bien viejito y son sus nietos, sus sobrinos, los que están siguiendo el legado. The House of L es como que los que están protegiendo el mundo. Y hay uno de los nietos uno de los nietos que tiene el nombre Clark Kent y es negrito. Y yo digo como que, wow, o sea, that's very cool que tenga como en honor a su bisabuelo o abuelo el nombre. That's cool. Pero, like, I wouldn't know si es esa historia la que van a tirar. It would be pretty dope. Ya que
I think it would be pretty dope.
Por eso,
Yeah.
ya que CW se está tirando los hijos de Superman, estaría super dope ver como que Grandpa Superman y como que that would be cool.
That would pretty dope. I had no knowledge about that, and that would be pretty dope to see already a Superman, a universe already established where Superman was already Superman, and he's already old. He's more retiring, like a Batman Beyond type of shit. Where now he's training the new generation, and it just so happens that one of them carry his name. That would be a sick idea. I wouldn't be against that.
The story is about that, como que quién se va a llevar como que like the title of Superman. Todo el mundo tiene Shield, pero nadie está haciendo Superman. Como que
and the character, and in the comics now, isn't Superman the definitive Superman right now? Isn't it Connor?
I think
they
so.
released. Yeah, I think they released something. I don't know if we had talked about it before.
There's something like in the comics that I really have, porque hay muchos eventos que yo me perdí, pero aparentemente Superman tiene varios hijos, por decirlo así, y uno de los hijos es con Cersei, el wizard que odia a Wonder Woman, como que ella lo engatusó and they had a child together, y ese child es como que the evil Superman, pero he's all that porque he's not weak against magic nor kryptonite. Es como que, bro, he's the...
You're not using your phone, why?
You're gonna go like with 7 new apps that you don't know what they are.
Bro, already. There's like fucking 7 different new games on my phone, and they're just giving me notification, bro, driving me crazy. Yeah, so the black Superman, yeah, like I didn't know that, and that gives me a whole different set of ideas of what could happen, what's the possibilities. If they did that, I think that would be a very cool way to go. Like I said, the series now on CW with Superman is probably one of the only series that I'm watching from the CW now. I think that look of Superman, like in the beginning, I'm not a huge Superman fan, but I like the series. I like that. I like seeing Superman now, not only saving the world, but having to balance that with being a husband and being a father. It's a really dope look. I like how they did that.
Yeah. Es que se están caminando muchas de estas series que ya los superhéroes, por decirlo así, tienen que pasar el mantle. Como que, it's kind of cool seeing new heroes for new generations. Como que nuestros heroes no siempre van a ser los heroes del spotlight. Como que I really think que el spot de Superman y Batman, they're gonna like pass to new characters para nuevas generaciones. Like I'm all with that.
It's like what Marvel is doing. I think that the way that they're going, they can't have these actors too long. And like right now, I don't think anybody could picture them recasting Iron Man or recasting Captain America. Like you have to pass that mantle to the next hero, and I think the way they're doing it is the correct way. I like how I feel like probably most likely Riri is gonna be the new Iron Man. She's gonna be Ironheart. She's gonna take the role. It's gonna be a totally different personality, but I think she's gonna take over that mantle. And if they do the Young Adventures and they keep Tom Holland as Spider-Man, most likely he'll probably be the leader of that crew. I think they have a lot of opportunities that DC is probably more than likely gonna have to start doing as well. When you have these characters, you're gonna have to start passing the mantle on them shit.
Pero DC está un poquito atrás. DC tiene que establecer unas cosas. Like they have to like pick a lane para poder pasar el mantle.
I like how they just announced with the new Batman animated film that's gonna come out the long Halloween. Supposedly on the special features is gonna release that their new project is gonna be Injustice. I think Injustice for everybody when it came out, I think it was a sleeper. I didn't think everybody expected Injustice to be what it was.
I remember.
It came out.
Yo compré la caja que cuando salió el juego, like I was really into DC back then, y cuando salió yo compré la caja que traía la estatua de Batman tirándole el de esta Superman. That was dope.
I think it was really dope, the idea of it. And then when the comic book started coming out and we started getting more deeper into the story about what happened, I thought it was really dope. It's funny to me because when I hear Injustice, it's hard for me not to also think about what Snyder might have done because it felt like he was highly inspired
Into
by
that.
Injustice when he got those the Nightfall scenes and all of that. So with Warner being like, you know what, fuck you, we're not gonna do that, but we are gonna do the animated film. It feels like Warner Brother. I feel like they really don't like Zack Snyder. I
Yeah.
feel like they're like even more like, you know what, fuck you. What you wanted to do, we're gonna do it animated for cheaper. Fuck you.
Ajá,
Like,
como que
yo,
Will,
it's crazy.
it is though. Y era lo que se veía que él estaba encaminado con el Snyder Cut. Se nota en las influencias de los Nightmare Sequence. Like, se nota que it was going that way. Pero pues, like, I don't know if it,
I'm hyped. I'm hyped to see the animated film because I've said multiple times, if DC does one thing good, it's their animated features. I like the animated movies. I haven't seen the last one, the World War II, or the one that's with Flash, that he goes to World War II or some shit. I haven't seen that one yet.
yo no he visto unas cuantas de las nuevas que estoy viendo unos pequeños clips y me interesaría verla, como que they look cool.
They
Pero
look cool, bro. Their little end game, their little end game, the Apocalypse War, that shit, the Dark Side War, it was dope as fuck.
yeah,
But the ending, if you haven't seen it yet, the ending is like it ends with Flash running with the intention to correct shit. I don't know if that's what they're gonna do in the live action universe when Flashpoint comes out, but that's how it ends. And
okay, yeah, I think I saw a clip, like I didn't understand it. Es que yo no sabía ni que esa película estaba y vi un clip de Superman con una armadura que Lex Luthor hizo y yo como que what am I seeing? Like I didn't even know what I was seeing.
bro, that movie was crazy, and it ends with Constantine telling him, "Oh, you're the only one that could do it," because a lot of the heroes die, and
Yeah.
even the ones that survive they're
Like
different.
fucked up. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because they had their own. Bro, it's so similar to Endgame. They had their own time jump where time passed and shit, and they kept on with their lives and they changed. And I don't know if this is gonna be a continuation. Like Flash goes back to change shit, and when he comes back, now they're in the Injustice universe.
Yeah, it's better, I guess.
I would, bro. I would definitely love to see that. Aside from that, also DC is working. HBO Max is working on the Superman and Batman animated series. Not together. Superman's gonna have his own animated series. Batman is gonna have his own animated series. I feel like they're really always relying on Superman and Batman.
Yeah.
Every time they do something, it's Superman and Batman. It's at this time, I would love to already see. It's probably gonna be cool, but I would love to see already, them start moving into different characters. When Young Justice first came out, the first season, I loved Young Justice.
Yeah, I
thought
loved
it was dope as fuck.
It was. It really was. Y el second season tampoco está mala, como que, like, it's cool.
I haven't seen the third season yet.
No, me neither, pero I know the
haven't
second
seen it. But those first two seasons were fucking dope. And it didn't rely on Batman and Superman. They were there.
Yeah.
They were little side characters, but they didn't rely on them.
I love it, like, in second season, it's like, we have to take the Justice League out of Earth para darle como que más valor a esta gente, so se lo llevan. It was cool.
I thought it was cool too. There's another project that I wanted to talk about today, and it's called Wastelanders. Now, I remember a while back there was a picture of this Puerto Rican chick, and it was she's gonna be working on Marvel. And not a lot of people knew what the project was because it wasn't released. And somebody said it's probably going to be a podcast. Now Marvel has been releasing a lot of their comic books, but in podcast form. And one of them is the Old Man Logan series. And Old Man Logan, it did really good. And I guess that inspired Marvel to create what's the Wastelanders.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing a Constantine show, whether it be animated. I, in all honesty, didn't really see all the episodes of the Constantine show when it was on NBC. But that character, when the character started going to the CW shows, I didn't watch the shows so much as I watched the episodes that guy was in. Because Miguel is a big fan of fucking Constantine. And I was like, shit, this guy's interpretation is really cool. How he plays the character. Zatanna is another person that I wouldn't mind. It's like we said, the whole Justice League Dark. Like there's a bunch of characters that are not Superman, that are not Batman, that are interesting, equally interesting. That you could give people a series, a show, some shit to start highlighting all these other characters. Because I mean, sooner or later, it's gonna be like, yo, all right, it's enough with Superman and Batman. Especially if you're not gonna be bringing new things to the table. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, talking about Wastelanders, I have a picture here. There's gonna be a new series, a new podcast, and it's gonna be Old Man Star-Lord, Old Man Logan. You have the Grey Widow, and you're gonna have Hawkeye. Now the Grey Widow has already been cast. She's gonna be played by Susan Sarandon, and Hawkeye is gonna be played by Stephen Lang. If you don't know who Stephen Lang is in Don't Breathe. He's the villain in Don't Breathe, and he's also in Avatar, if I'm not mistaken. Now, for me, that shit sounds like a spot on fucking casting as Hawkeye. I thought he would be dope as fuck. And it's gonna be just podcasts, but yo, like just like hearing Susan Sarandon as the Grey Widow, like yo, that as an animated film, or even maybe a Disney Plus series or some shit like that, sounds like such a dope idea to see these characters. Obviously, we can't have fucking Black Widow, but if they work more into the multiverse and they start picking like shit, yo, that would be so dope. I don't know.
But what is Grey? Antes de like lo que leí de Miguel, eso mismo. Booster Gold is a character that he can time travel. Y él va a diferentes timelines y él trata de robarle el spotlight a los otros héroes. He's like a comic character, o sea, como un personaje que es gracioso. Like, I don't know, él viajando en el tiempo, ¿qué sería lo que va a visitar? Las películas viejas de Tim Burton y las de todas las películas que ha tirado en Marvel, que el DC Universe. I don't know, like, el nuevo Flashpoint, I guess.
I don't really know a lot about Booster Gold.
Yeah, I don't know. He's not that cool.
That's what I'm saying. Like aside from like some of the adventures that he's had with Blue Beetle, I don't know too much about Booster Gold. But
dame un minuto bien breve. Es que se me apagó uno de los abanicos. And this room is very hot. Y no quiero derretirme en el episodio. Bien rápido. Keep telling them, Lex.
Rookie mistakes. You see? Oh, he just tripped and fell. Rookie mistakes, people. Fuck a fan. Anyway, yeah. This Wastelanders series sounds like such an epic opportunity to tell these tales of the heroes that we know, but older versions of them. And I would love to see a version of Black Widow played by Susan Sarandon. Sounds super fucking dope. Hawkeye played by Stephen Lang. Sounds super fucking dope. Right now it's just, audio, just podcasts. I think you can get them on Marvel.com. I'm pretty sure that they have to be on Spotify or Google Podcasts or some of that shit. I think it's going to be 10-episode seasons. I think one season is just Star-Lord and Rocket. I don't know if the other characters of the Guardians of the Galaxy are alive for the series. I don't know, because the Old Man Logan, in that universe, the villains, por lo menos on Earth, took over. All the villains got together and they killed most of the heroes and shit. So the world that they live in is drastically different. Now, I don't know what are the implications with Star-Lord and Rocket, since they're not on Earth. They're in space, and supposedly they haven't visited space. I mean, they haven't visited Earth like in 30 years or some shit. So for me, it's interesting. I love a good take on something that we already know that's established and a different version of that. That's why I love this whole Old Man Logan universe.
Yeah, it looks cool. Okay.
All right, so what we're going to do is, like we said, it's going to be a short episode, just an hour today. But like always, we're going to go ahead and we're going to get some trailer talks going on. No trailer sound today. I don't got the fucking thing hooked up. But we're going to see 3 trailers. We're going to see a trailer called Stillwater. We're going to see the Snake Eyes trailer, and then we're going to see the trailer for a new series from Dan Brown. Dan Brown is the Da Vinci Code, the Angels. It's supposed to be an origin series on that character, Robert Langdon. So let's start off with Snake Eyes.
Every warrior has a beginning.
I'm on a new level.
For 600 years, our ninja have brought peace to the world.
I'm on a new level.
I need warriors like you. Join us.
What do I have to do? The journey from here is yours to decide. But that is just the beginning.
I'm on a new level. I'm on a new level.
Now, for me, maybe it's just this is the first trailer, but it's just so hard not to compare it with Shang-Chi.
I know. I
Like,
was gonna.
you know what I'm saying? It's
I was gonna
this
go there.
Asian hero.
Y yo
yes.
como que, I don't even dare to say it, que no sea, yeah.
That's,
Would
yeah,
it be
that's what I
racist
call it.
because this is yo Shang-Chi eyes? Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I said. It's just Hollywood does this a lot when you get a story and then like two or three other movies. It happens a lot with like disaster movies and shit. It just so happens we're gonna have these two big Asian American blockbusters that are gonna be coming out soon, and it's so hard to not compare that to Shang-Chi. Like Shang-Chi looks like it. For me, when I seen it, I was like, shit. This made me think the budget on Shang-Chi is a lot higher than the budget on G.I. Joe. Like it looks a little cheaper. It looks a little more. This looks like a movie that would have came out on a streaming service.
Yeah.
It's like an HBO and Amazon type shit.
I love it that the G.I. Joe movie looks exactly like the G.I. Joe movie from before. Like
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
like the same budget. Like
It looks like the same budget that they use.
and that's a lot of saying porque no es por nada, pero yo no sé mucho de G.I. Joe, no me voy a dar guía de si sé o no sé, pero isn't supposed to Snake have like a bow of silence?
Supposedly, this is like his origin. Like that's
so
why,
he
that's
hasn't
why
made.
they're saying. Yeah, that's why I say that he doesn't even have the mask on because you're not even supposed to see his face. Like I'm not a big fan of G.I. Joe to begin with. I don't have all the knowledge because I've never followed it when I was a kid. But that was one thing that they always had. Like he never took off his mask. You never really saw his face or anything.
And he doesn't speak like anything, pero like So this
it's supposed to be an origin story. See,
so ya sabemos que la persona que él quiera más en esta película la van a matar y pues he's gonna do a bow of silence. So so en el próximo thriller sabremos quién es la persona que muere.
All right, so we're gonna go into let me see this right here. The original was originally whitewashed. 2 decades, geez, man, representation matters, bro.
Sure.
No, bro. Now you're supposed to be wearing a mask. I don't give a fuck if he's Chinese. How was it whitewashed? The fucking guy had a mask on the whole time. Was it a white guy under there? Yeah. It was the guy that did Darth Maul. But still, on the screen, you didn't see his face. The guy under the mask was supposed to be that guy, Darth Maul. I forgot his fucking name.
Ray Park.
Ray Park. Yeah, something like that. That's what it was. Anyway, we're going to go into the second trailer.
I'm trying to get my little girl out of jail. That's all I give a damn about.
The day you left for Marseille, I drove to the airport. I went to the gift shop and I saw this necklace. It was gold, said Stillwater on it. I thought it'd be a little piece of home to take with you.
Some folks are born made to wear the flag.
You're in Marseille for vacation?
I visit my daughter.
You're the father of the girl, the American student?
Yes, ma'am. Allison came here for college, and that's where she met this girl, Lena. One night she found Lena dead and called the police. All they cared about was Allison sleeping with some Arab girl.
I
Maya.
But everybody thinks that I killed her.
We have exhausted every possible legal action.
Is the lawyer not helping you?
I'm doing it myself for now.
I could help.
What's your name?
Maya.
Maya. Oh, that's nice.
She's very protective with me.
You seen that guy before?
No one would talk to you, trust me. I'm not from here. It's not safe for you.
She's my little girl.
Dad, please.
I'm not gonna give up.
It will be a serious mistake to commit a crime to prove your daughter innocent. It will not get her out of jail, and it will send you in.
Lord, please keep a watchful eye on Allison. Amen. Police.
Did you ask her to lie?
I'm trying to get my little girl out of jail. That's all I give a damn about.
You sound very American right now.
Good, I am.
Yeah, and you're also a stranger here. What did you do?
You just have to trust me.
Bro, it's just that I find it funny because what I heard is in another land, only an American can solve a crime. Like I saw it that way. Like,
bro, when I'm a huge fan of Matt Damon. I like Matt Damon's movies. And when the trailer first started, I didn't see this trailer before, so I didn't know. And I was like, oh shit, we were just speaking about Old Man Logan. We got Old Man Born. Matt Damon's gonna start whooping his ass. No, Matt Damon got an ass whooping. He's not whooping nobody's ass in here. But it also, as a father, I was like, shit, you know what I'm saying? I like the story. But at the same time, I was like, yo, this movie is made for Trump supporters, bro.
yeah.
You're like, yo,
Yeah.
this nigga's walking around with a fucking can of beer and a tattoo and American hat. Like, fuck you. I am an American. I was like, damn, sorry. Like, I liked it, but that shit gave me a little bad taste. I was like, ooh.
Yeah. That's the only thing. Like, I was digging it for a little bit, pero como que, I don't know. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, something about it was like, oh, here we go, yo. Here we go. And he looks like, you know what I'm saying? This nigga had the beard, the way he dressed, where he lived. I was like, maybe that's just me sounding prejudiced as fuck, but
I don't know.
woo.
Maybe la película empieza él viendo a Biden ganar, haciendo. Así empieza la película. Like, we don't know.
Exactly, bro. Maga the movie.
Yeah.
I saw it. I was like, Jesus Christ, this shit is cringeworthy. It looks produced and directed by Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're gonna go into a trailer of a series that's gonna come out that I am interested in. It's from I don't know if Dan Brook wrote the series, but it's based on the characters that he created from the Da Vinci Code, Demons and Angels. So we're gonna go ahead and check it out.
When it comes to symbols of the past, there are still a lot of people who ascribe extra-natural powers to symbols. Sign of the cross, number 13. Luck symbols, bad luck symbols. At what point, though, do benign symbols become malignant?
You're one of the sharpest students I've ever had. Raw intellect can only take you so far.
Peter, I knew this was going to be life-threatening. I would have just gone to the library.
Professor Langdon?
I was expecting Peter.
He asked me to let you know about an urgent situation.
Hello?
You will solve the great mystery.
This is only the beginning.
Peter will point the way.
That's Peter's ring.
As above, so below. Catherine, something's happened. It's your dad. He's been taken. I don't know exactly what's going on.
I teach symbology. I expect you'll find a sun, a lantern, and a key. The hand of the mysteries.
Did this person say what he wants?
He wants me to locate an ancient portal buried within the capital and unlock it. How's your Latin?
Not as good as my Arabic.
Did you happen to put that key back?
You mean this? No one told me to put it back.
You didn't think it was going to be that easy, did you?
There's a purpose to everything he's done.
The world wants to be deceived. So let it be deceived.
This is only the beginning.
Miguel made me laugh, bro. No, pero like I'm a little confused. O el personaje es Robert Langdon o él está estudiando a Robert Langdon. ¿Eso es?
No, it's supposed to be like Tom Hanks' character.
Yeah, but like it doesn't like make a lot of sense porque pues en las películas anteriores like technology wasn't ahead of this technology for el celular, like I mean.
Bro, I guess it's kind of like how they do the Jack Ryan movies, like the one with Michael B. Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
His character comes out. His character was originally played by Willem Dafoe,
mm-hmm.
and he was in the movie with Harrison Ford. It's like they don't give a fuck.
Yeah, okay.
They don't give a fuck about timeline. It's just like a retelling of his origin, I guess. In these times now, what makes me laugh is like, yo, it's shitty to be his friend. If you're his friend, you're gonna die, bro. Yeah. You're gonna die, and then your daughter's gonna have to fucking help him. I'm like, what the? Yo, it sounds just like Da Vinci Code, but in with other people and shit.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna watch it. It's still for me. It's like one of the only projects I've seen from Peacock that makes me want to watch it. Like I haven't heard a lot. But I'm saying an original thing because The Office was on Netflix. I was watching it all the time, like something original from Peacock. That's probably the only project that I've seen that was like, oh shit, that looks good. I'm gonna watch that. But aside from that, I mean, it looks dope. It looks good enough that it's caught my interest. That'll make me want to go ahead and check out the series and see how it is.
Yeah, it looks cool.
But let me see here.
Bro, eso es lo único que nos puede dar real censorship in this series. We gotta be careful. But they can shut us.
Anyway, that's been it for this episode. We had a good time, everybody. Remember, like, comment, share. After this live, it's gonna continue on YouTube. It's gonna continue on Facebook. Share that shit with your friends. Let us know. We will see you again next week. Next week we're gonna have hopefully the full crew, and we're gonna try some new things. Next week we're gonna have a new segment that we're gonna talk about. Deke has some that he has too that he wants to let you guys know about.
Yeah, people, esta semana voy a estar haciendo unos unboxings de unas cajas que conseguí de Pokémon. Y lo voy a añadir al canal. It's gonna be like a new journey. Lex sabe que he tenido una extraña adicción por Pokémon esta semana, pero va a estar interesante, así que estén pendientes que va a haber un unboxing por aquí en Experience Bridgeport, que lo voy a estar preparando en estos días. ¿Está bien?
Yo, the Pokemon shit has been on fire, bro. Recently, it's been on fucking fire.
Fire intenso. Pero yo voy a explicar un poquito más en lo que yo voy a hacer después. Pero estén pendientes a Experience Bridgeport, que vienen cositas nuevas por ahí.
All right, everybody. So, deuces. We see you guys next week.
Bye. Take care.